alarms to businesses. One in particular was the Melons fire.
Right. Yes.
It seems like every week we'd get one false alarm. So you get up in the middle of the night and go down there and check it out, and of course it's a false alarm. To make a long story short, we one day Chief Dunn was in vacation, and I was in charge. He left me in charge. Well, the same thing happened. We get a call for the Melons an alarm going off, and I had to go check it out. I just couldn't ignore it.
Right.
Get down there, and when I showed up, I did a perimeter walk around the whole building. Didn't see anything.
Right.
But then I looked up in the cupola, the top of the building, and I saw kind of a light smoke haze. And so I said, don't know what that is, but I'm gonna call an engine in here to find out exactly, make sure
For backup.
and to figure out what exactly it is. They showed up, and when they showed up and they staged the engine to go in to check it out, all of a sudden the whole cupola blew out every window on all four sides.
Wow.
Flames, smoke, blew out. And I said, whoa,
Yeah.
nobody was expecting that.
Yeah. Sort of like a backdraft situation?
Like a
possibly?
backdraft possible.
Yeah.
So I sent the guys in to go inside and do their initial attack on the fire. Well, there was no way to get up there. Nobody knew how to get up there. It was a small staircase leading to the cupola.
Okay. Otherwise a loft?
A loft,
Yeah, for
correct,
those.
for the air conditioning and some
Sure.
other files they had up there and stuff like
Gotcha.
that.
Sure.
So when they made entry, they couldn't find it.
Wow.
But meanwhile, it was just fire coming out of every window.
Oh, wow.
And so finally they said, let's get some water into those windows to see until we can find the entrance to get up there,
Try to cool it, right?
to knock down the fire.
Yeah.
It started going out, and all of a sudden, it started going across the whole roof.
Right.
So it was being chased, all the way across the roof. And I said, whoa, this is getting big, this fire.
Right.
So when at that point, I got on the radio and made another call dispatch, and I asked for another engine, Key Largo,
Right.
Tavernier, more additional help to get there. They arrived. They started setting up the deck guns.
I think we had Alamorada even.
Yeah, Alamada was there.
Yep.
We set up the deck guns. Well, I think we had 2 or 3 of them going at one time,
Sure.
just so we wouldn't lose the building.
Right.
And
Tell me about water sources.
water sources back then were tough.
Yeah, but there was something right in the middle.
Correct. We had a pond in the middle of that one section of the shopping center. So they dropped the hard suction down. Everything was drafting back then.
Yeah.
So we drafted, and it gave us enough water to supply the rest of the monitors and all the trucks.
Right.
And it was quite a fire.
Yes.
We were there until I guess 9, 10 o'clock in the morning, and started 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
So, but it was I thought we were going to lose the whole entire shopping center. That's how bad it was.
Right. And fires wasn't just the biggest thing of Tavernier fire. You also had several accidents. You had several serious accidents, rollovers. Tell us a little bit about
the rollovers. We always had we had one gentleman one time going northbound, and by the Dairy Queen, going north. I think he was a doctor in a Porsche.
Right.
And lost control on the curve by the Dairy Queen and hit a telephone pole.
Yeah.
And
So sad.
yeah, it's very sad, but he lost his life on a telephone pole there.
Right.
Of course, speed had a lot of factor to it.
Of course.
And
in the Florida Keys, there's also been a lot of chases throughout the Keys.
Correct.
Tell us a little bit about what you remember back with any kind of chases that went on with the sheriff's office, maybe even Miami-Dade County chasing somebody down here to the Keys and going through our districts.
Well, I can remember one that they had several Monroe County police chasing one vehicle, and they ended up stopping them all the way down in Marathon.
Yes.
That's kind of a long distance to do a chase.
Yeah.
That's almost like 60 miles
Yeah.
of straight road, and trying to avoid other accidents to happen.
The big thing right there.
So
that's the big thing.
it was quite of a chase.
Yeah.
And they're lucky nobody else got hurt
Right.
in a complete chase. So that was nice.
Tell us a little bit about the difference and the camaraderie with Tavernier Ambulance and Tavernier Fire. Two separate entities. Explain a little bit about that for us.
Correct. Well, I was a part of both of them.
Mm-hmm.
So I was a part of Tavernier Fire and Tavernier Ambulance. We basically rode, we were on shift. If you're on the ambulance, you had a shift to cover. Whether you're an EMT or first responder, you were a part of that group for that night. And if a call went out, the pager went off, you showed up to the station, you got into the unit and responded to the call to assist whoever needed the help.
Do you have an ambulance chief and a fire chief?
Yes.
Okay.
Jeannie Banks was the fire chief, the ambulance chief, I'm sorry. And then they had several people as lieutenants and stuff for the medical side of it.
Right.
But it was just a nice thing to experience both sides, EMS and fire.
Again, all about the community.
About the community and helping out.
Yeah.
And there was no time where they'd call you at 3 o'clock in the morning and say, hey, you want to do a transfer to Jackson Memorial Hospital? Sure.
Yeah.
There was no saying no to the people.
Yeah.
Because you knew that.
You knew what you were in it for.
Correct.
Yeah.
And it was a grateful thing to be a part of the whole thing.
Yeah. Tell me a little bit about one of the best restaurants I think that we had here in Key Largo, atop the Sharkies. Can you tell me a little bit about that restaurant?
Sure.
And what the name was?
It was called Benny's Galley, and I owned it. I owned it for like 5 years.
It was awesome.
And it was nice. I had all the people from the fire department come in and things like that.
Yeah.
Everybody knew who I was.
Yeah.
It was such for a small community, they help you have a business and support the business.
And that's what I'm getting at. This community is so close.
Correct.
To all the people that live here, and you may have a restaurant, and everybody kind of shows up to kind of contribute.
Correct.
Awesome.
Correct.
Yeah.
And I gave them discounts because it was more of a family thing.
Exactly.
Than I'm in the business it was a family.
Yeah.
I knew Mike, I knew everybody there, so it was a part of giving back.
Yep. Absolutely.
Giving back to the community.
Tell you, my experience was always fantastic when I went into that restaurant, and you're a gracious host.
Thank you.
But
Thank you.
Benny, is there anything else you'd like to discuss? Anything fire-wise?
Well,
anything?
Overall, if I had to do it again, I would do it again for sure.
Nice.
Because of the experience and the morale of the people that I worked with, including yourself and everybody in Key Largo, Islamorada, and Tavernier. I couldn't ask for a better team.
And they are coming to a close, from what I understand.
Yes, they're
Can
coming
you give
to
us
a
just
close.
a little bit of an idea of what's going on?
Right now, I don't know the what is actually going on because I've been out of the fire service now for probably 10 years now.
Right.
But I know it's coming to a close because no volunteers left.
Right.
So.
Volunteers were a big deal.
And
back in the day.
even trying to get people in as a career, it's hard too.
Sure.
Because nobody wants to come down here and work so far away.
Sure.
It's a lot of driving.
Yes.
And the driving, as well as I do, it's getting crazy.
Yeah.
It's not like it used to be. So.
Well, Benny, we appreciate it. All the way from Tavernier Fire Department in Tavernier, Florida, we'd like to thank Benny Gonzales for coming out. Benny, thank you so much.
Thank you, Mike. I appreciate it.
Appreciate it very much. And we've got more coming to you. We're gonna probably touch base with Isla Mirada and talk to some of their folks down there. And we're gonna continue this series, the Smoke Stomper series, all the way down to Key West. Again, for the Smoke Stomper Media, this is Mike Edgerton, and we'll be back.